What is going on, my YouTube friends? Yes, another day in the garage with Mr. Mach 1 working on the Fairmont wiring. Get tired of this yet? So anyhow, I got everything hooked up and I went to the key and I turned the key and I'm thinking, wait a minute, man, this should work. So it didn't. It turns on, the buzzers and everything come on, but the key wouldn't turn it over. So I got in here and I'm looking, wait a minute, there's no fuses in the fuse box. So I went ahead and put the fuses in the fuse box and everything like that. And I tried it again, nothing. So I thought, shoot, man, something's going on. Let me figure out what it is. So I went out to the solenoid, with a test light, had my wife come out here and I says, listen, turn the key all the way to the start position and hold it. And with the key in the start position all the way in, I'm not getting no fire through the wire, the trigger wire. So I'm like beating my brains out. What the heck could it be? Because I can get it turned over. The engine turns over and everything, at the solenoid, but I'm not getting it through the key, and I want it to be through the key. So I got to thinking and got to going through things and this and that and looking and thinking, wait a minute, man, this car's got a neutral safety switch. I'm not going to get no fire to the trigger wire because I got to bypass the neutral safety switch. So let's turn this around and see what we got going on. And yes, I dropped the steering column and I was going through all that and this and that. Look it. Then I seen transmission, neutral safety switch. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take all this, whatever you want to call it, and get to the wires. And I am going to jump these wires over, and it should turn over with the key after I cross this. So that once I get this bypass and everything like that, the key should work, and then we can move forward. Yeah, buddy. Let me get this off, I'll bring you back. Alrighty, so I went ahead and I cut the plug off there, which is the female plug, and then I tested all my wires. So none of these wires should have power to them. As you see. But with the ignition switch on, I should have power to one of these wires with it in the start position. And so let me show you that right quick. Sorry about the buzzer, but this goes along with the video. So anyhow, as you can see, none of these wires have any power that go to them except for this one wire. When I take the key and put it in the start position, doop, let off, turns off. Let off, turns off. All right? None of these other wires will have that power when you do that. Nothing. Nothing. And that buzzer just lets you know proof that I got the key on, right? Yeah, buddy. But none of these other wires, they don't have any power whatsoever when the ignition is on or in the start position, except for the one wire, which is this one right here, I believe. Bingo! So you need to take your wires and touch them one at a time to see which one has, the power to run it to the ignition wire to turn over the engine. So I already done all that, so these ones are out of the question. The two red ones together are both the two hot wires, and if I turn the key in the start position, I don't know if you'll hear it over the buzzer, but it turns over. So these two wires right here are the magic wires. I'm just going to go ahead and put these together right here for now, so that way we have it. So when I do hook up a neutral safety switch, I'll know what to do and where to be at. So with this hooked up together, the car turns over. Buddy, home run. Yeah, man. All right, let me bring you back. So, as Forrest Gump would say, stupid is as stupid does. Yeah. Make sure you put a cap or something on your oil gauge, because if you don't, you're gonna end up with a mess. Yeah, I worked on this thing all day, got everything all hooked up. I got the wires out here outside the firewall, over to the starter solenoid. I got all that done. I got everything handled, everything taken care of. Everything's looking good. I just got to button it down, which is be another time today. I don't know. It's supposed to rain all day today, but then again, I'm going to be out on the smoker too. So anyhow, guys, I just figure I'd show you what we got going on today here at Mr. Mach 1's garage. And we're moving along, baby. We're moving along. So it's getting real close for me to start running the ignition wires so I can get this thing running and put a cap on that oil pressure gauge, or either that or hook the oil pressure gauge up, one of the two. Yeah, buddy. Anyhow, man, you guys are awesome. I appreciate each and every one of you for watching my videos and keep coming back every day, because I have been trying to put out content every day to try to get this thing moving, to show you that I am definitely working on the Fairmont. I want to start working on 855, but I can't do it until we get the Fairmont going. Yeah, buddy. Once I get this thing going, it's on, baby. We're going to start another project. Yes, I said I wasn't going to do that, but I'm doing it. All right. You guys are awesome. Anybody tells you any different, you tell them come see me and I'll tell them you're awesome. You have a great rest of your day, night, or whatever time it is you watch this.